dropped out of Reed College 6 months after I entered, but continued to attend lectures and live on campus for another 18 months until I decided to give it up completely. It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back I realize that it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. I was expelled, and this meant that I no longer had to go to compulsory courses and could only go to what seemed interesting. But it wasn't all that good. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in my friend's room. I collected and returned Coke bottles for 5 cents to buy food for myself, and every Sunday I walked 7 miles across the city to have a good meal once a week with the Hare Krishnas. And most of what I came across, following my curiosity and intuition, turned out to be invaluable later. You need to find what you love. This is true for both work and personal life. Work will take up a lot of space in your life, and therefore the only way to be truly satisfied with life is to do what you think is great. And the only way to do a great thing is to love what you do. When I was 17, I read the thought that if you live every day as if it were your last, one day you will surely be right. This made a strong impression on me. Since then, for 33 years, I have been looking in the mirror every morning and ask myself if today was the last day of my life, I would like to do what I am going to do. Whenever I say to myself, no, too many days in a row, I realize that something needs to be changed. Memory that we are all going to die is the best way to help me make big decisions in life. Because in the face of death, almost everything loses its meaning. The opinion of others, ambition, fear of shame or failure, and only what is really important remains. Memory that you will die is the best way I know to avoid the mental trap that makes you think that you have something to lose. You are already naked. You have no reason not to follow your heart. No one wants to die, not even people who want to go to heaven. Do not want to die to get there, and, nevertheless, death is a common final stop for all of us. No one will go further. This is as it should be, since death is apparently the best invention of life. For life, she is an agent of changes. She clears the old to make room for the new. Now the new is you, but a little time will pass and you will gradually become the old that needs to be removed from the road. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Do not fall into the traps of catching up. Do not live by other people's thoughts. Do not let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and mind. They somehow already know who you have to become. Everything else is secondary. During my youth, a wonderful magazine was published, a catalog of everything in the world. It was one of the Bibles of my generation. A guy whose name was Stuart Brand published it not far from here in Menlo Park. It was in the late 60s, before the invention of computers. So it was all done by hand with typewriters, scissors, and a Polaroid. It was kind of Google in paper form, but 35 years before Google, the publication was idealistic, full of great tools and ideas. Stuart and his team made several issues of the magazine, and when he completed his mission, we decided to release the final one. It was the mid-70s then, and on the back cover of the magazine were photographs of a rural road taken in the early morning, the kind of road that adventure lovers usually hitchhike. Underneath this photo were the words, "Stay hungry, stay reckless." They were quitting the game, and that was their farewell message. Stay hungry, stay reckless. I have always wished for this for myself, and now I would like to wish it to you. Stay hungry, stay reckless.